guys, I'm Chris Kaler, and this is Actiel from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are watching Breaking Bad Season 3, Episode 6.
Yes.
Sunset.
Yes. Sorry. Sorry. I gotta get in the game. Last episode, what happened?
Last episode, what happened? Jesse is out. Not Hank. Walter is in.
Yes.
Hank is pretty close to Jesse right now, finding the RV and
he
the
saw.
meth lab.
Yeah, he brought it. He went back to Combo, who had the RV. He stole his mom's.
He refused. He refused. He didn't went to El Paso.
Yes, and Gomez went instead. His
What?
partner.
Yeah.
And then he found the RV. He found who the RV belonged to, and because of that, now he knows that Jesse is involved. And since he was already involved before with the Tuco thing, pretty sure this episode he's gonna at his door or something.
The links are being
He's making connection in his head, you know.
Yes.
And Walt has a new lab, and he's gonna start working for Gus.
Yes. A pretty clean lab.
He signed the papers, the divorce papers, and he left. And he's gonna go do some meth, make some meth.
I think Skylar is having some remorse.
She's starting to see this maybe from his perspective.
Yes.
Because of how Marie also talked about Hank's situation, and she connected it with Walter. So there's a good chance that she's gonna see this differently. We will see. We will see.
We will see.
So with that
that's
said,
pretty it.
yeah. With that said, let's just jump in episode 6, Sunset.
Badger.
Yo, for real. This is all you?
All me. Check it, yo. It ain't cloudy or dirty or nothing. Just the right shade of blue.
Good shade.
Check out that crystal size, yo.
It
that
does
bitch was
look
any
good.
bigger, it'd be a Jolly Rancher. My guest.
That is awesome.
I called it.
So,
That is gonna be the cooker.
you ready to talk some business?
I know what you're thinking. Trust me, it's not gonna be like it was. We sell it safe, all right? We sell it smart. We don't get greedy. Step 1, we build inventory. Badger, go see Clovis. Get the RV in shape, tune up, oil change, brake lights, and whatnot. Cops always pull you over for brake lights, not us. Skinny, you're in charge of supplies.
He's smart.
I'll get you a list.
He's being very smart about this.
Mm-hmm.
He learned.
He's a bad guy, a smart bad guy. Hank.
Unfortunately, being smart won't help here.
Brandon Mayhew.
Badger.
Someone they arrested because he was selling the blue stuff.
Small world, Cookie.
Hank is like a Rottweiler. You don't want him after you.
Yep. Back to cooking. Is the machine a show-off or?
I'm not sure it works, but knowing Gus, it probably does. Just for appearance's sake.
Yeah.
Because like, they're not pulling anything, they're just, you know, dropping it a little bit.
Well, it's like it was the only one with a hydraulic pump to put the machine up. It was the only one. The other one on the other side was not.
But no, that's not true, because I think all of them can do that because it helps pull the stuff in it, since it's a huge machine.
Mr. White, I presume?
Oh, yes, hi. Sorry, I'll be right down.
Is it his new
Jesse?
His new Jesse, acolyte, no?
You're my new lab assistant, I take it.
Yes, I am. I suppose you'll want to hear my qualifications.
No, qualifications.
Recipe.
He's not used to that.
I received my bachelor's degree from UNM, my master's from the University of Colorado.
He likes him. He
It's
likes
not.
him.
It's not an assistant. It's a colleague.
Yes. They talk the same language.
But it's not Jesse.
I know. See, like the little song and everything, kind of like they're in love and everything's perfect. He feels at home, I think.
It's chemistry.
Yeah, especially with a guy that understands it. It's different.
Yes. It's like all funny and stuff, you know.
Well, yeah.
You're making me. You're destroying lives of thousands of people.
Yeah. That's what it means to have an industry, to have a business like this.
It's not an RV.
No, it's professional.
The bottle. Hey there, the job's done.
They spent the whole day, yeah.
Hey, pis tes makes bunch en tabarnak, là.
That's the book I think he quoted before.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey.
Hey, it's kind of like his name.
Walt, yeah.
Whitman.
Listen, I hate to bother you.
Walter White.
I just had a quick question. Do you remember if this Pinkman kid ever had an RV?
Mm-hmm. I may remember something like that.
A recreational vehicle?
Fuck.
Why? Well, it's a long story, but I'm personally of the opinion that he's moved on from weed and graduated to selling crystal meth, using it as a rolling lab.
Fuck.
Do you know anything about that, Walt? Heisenberg.
You out of your minds. Why is this out in the open?
Who the hell are you?
It's always been out in the open.
Is this drivable? Does it run?
Yeah, just change the new one.
Well, finish it quickly. We'll wipe it clean and take it out to the desert. Come on, help me.
Hey, what about Jesse?
What about him?
Fuck him. Fuck Jesse.
But like, dude, it's his lab right now. It's all he has.
Yeah, I know.
Not calling him on this is mean.
Hey, it's me.
Listen to me. You get that address. Badger, I don't care how.
But then Hank is
Where
gonna
he's
follow. Now the stress begins and it doesn't let up for the rest of the episode.
Be funny, I'm just.
You know, but it reminds them a little bit of when they went out 4 days out. They had a thing here, like they started this in here. I got emotional.
It was the start of something new.
Yeah, I got emotional about it, so no wonder he gets emotional about it. It's the nostalgia. The patio chairs.
I know, I'm so
What do you
stressed
think
out.
you're doing? Me? No, this is mine just as much as yours. You don't get a just. Oh, God. What? What? He's here.
Oh God.
Ouais, genre, moi, I wasn't emotional in this scene. I was like stressed out.
Yeah, it's okay.
C'est comme, ah ouais. This is not the RV you're seeking. No, the colors.
Got a warrant?
Who are you, huh?
Well, I'm the owner of this lot, which means you're trespassing on private property. As far as the IV goes, it seems to me it's locked, which means you're trying to break and enter. So I say again, you got a warrant?
Well, I don't need one if I've got probable cause, counselor.
Probable cause usually relates to vehicles, is my understanding, you know, traffic stops and whatnot. This is a domicile, a residence, and thus protected by the Fourth Amendment from unlawful search and seizure.
Look, buddy, why don't you just go
Did
out?
you see us drive in here? How do you know it runs? Did you actually witness any wrongdoing? It seems to me you're just out here fishing.
Yeah? Look at these. What do those look like to you?
No.
Should look like bullet holes to me. There's a firearm discharged inside of this domicile. But I'll tell you what, why don't you call the Albuquerque police?
That they were there.
Tell them you got a DEA agent on your property, man.
How could you have known they were there before you took off the tape?
That's right. Probable cause needs to be readily apparent. Huh.
I'll tell you what, harassed. Laws or no, I'll give you 3 seconds to get your ass out of here. 1, 2.
This is my own private domicile, and I will not be harassed. Bitch!
I love you, kid. They got you on
Fine.
that.
What you want? I'll have my guys bring it out here and deliver it to you on a little satin pillow. How's that? Waited this long. Wait a little longer.
Oh, he's playing with him.
And I'll destroy him right now.
Yeah, but he's still there.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Are they gonna call it and he's gonna stay there?
He's calling for a warrant, but
Yes.
he's gonna stay there. So as long as he's here, they can't do anything with the RV. First of all, because Walt can't get out.
No, what can you do?
So what do we do? Man, what do we... What? Please, tell me you got something.
Saul.
Yeah, I got some.
Yeah.
Is this Mr. Henry R. Schrader?
Yeah, who's this?
Sir, this is Officer Elaine Tanner with the Albuquerque Police. I'm sorry to inform you that your wife's been in an automobile accident. She's being airlifted to Los Ranchos Medical Center and should be arriving there shortly.
How is she? What's her condition?
I don't, have the most current information, sir, but I think you might want to get there as soon as possible. You're gonna have to start paying me more.
I called it.
It was Walt's idea, though, but
But he's not happy about it.
this is mean. You
Yes.
see how he's panicking.
Yeah. Mais là,
That was the only
run,
way.
bitch, run!
Careful. The
Destroy
sound.
the behind.
And with all the panic attacks he's been having and stuff, like he's definitely not in a good place.
Marie?
I'm just checking in. I'd love to have some idea of whether I should cook dinner or not.
You okay?
Yeah. Why?
Color is slowly returning.
Yep. But he was panicking that he wasn't hearing anything.
And now he's
Not happy about it. Il a destroy the behind. Destroy the behind. Hashtag destroy the behind. Ah, thank you.
now you can let the nostalgia hit.
No.
It's gonna hit me.
It's just handprints everywhere.
No, but that's dealt with.
Fingerprints,
That's dealt with. Now we say
It's so
goodbye.
peaceful to see him go.
We say goodbye to the RV.
Nah, bye.
But it's a key participant in the show.
I'm not a materialist just like
Not
you.
in this way.
No, I'm just not
You
like
think Breaking Bad, like there's a few images that comes to mind, but the RV is one of them. Kind of like if we're,
Not for
you know,
me.
you're watching Game of Thrones. If they had burnt down Winterfell, you would have felt bad.
No, it shows that it's gone. The past old with out with the old,
That's
in with
true.
the new.
That's true. Jesse was like, that's his lab.
Hello, cloud. Goodbye, skies of gray. Hello, clouds of blue. No, it's the contrary. Goodbye, clouds of gray. Hello, skies of blue. A dip in the pool. A trip to the spa. The whole world according to Walt.
Ya les había dicho, no van a matar a Walter White. No hasta que haya concluido mi negocio con él.
Hemos esperado suficiente.
¿Por qué este hombre White traicionó a su primo Tuco, sí? Pero él no fue quien lo mató. No hubo otro hombre. Apretó el gatillo.
Un agente de la DEA. Pero Bolsa dice que la DEA está fuera de límites.
Como muestra de respeto, digo que sí.
There's not gonna be a mic to save him there.
El nombre de la gente es Hank Schrader.
He killed
Que
Tuco.
les satisfaga.
Yeah,
No!
that's it for now. So your thoughts?
Jeez. Fuck the RV. Fuck the RV.
It's okay. I saw it different. I think, you know, they made a point to show the destruction of it because like it's true what you said. It's out with the old and in with the new. Since Walt's got his new lab, we said goodbye to the past.
Yep.
We moved on to another chapter.
They are becoming professional drug
Well,
dealers.
Walter is.
Walter is.
Jesse just lost his lab.
Yes. But we will focus more on a more professional way of doing meth, not in an RV.
Yes.
It's not clean, it's not a lab.
Speaking of, what did you think of the new lab and how it works in Gale?
It's working really well. Walter is having a friend, a colleague, not an assistant or a student. He's having a partner.
Yes. That's what I said in the episode. You know, when I started figuring out I had a passion in cinema and I was starting doing videos with you guys, it was good. But when I got to Cégep, college, and started doing videos with people who also shared that passion.
Short movies and...
Yeah, short videos, short movies. Well, this COM,
Yeah.
COM, which was a project in high school. It was an attempt at making a movie.
Yeah.
Chris Galer, my name, was actually the title of a movie that we started working on too.
In secondaire 2.
Yes. So working on this stuff with you guys was one thing, but getting to I was teaching you this stuff. I was showing you what I had learned.
You weren't a teacher.
No, but I was living my passion.
Yes, you were living your passion. You were passionate about it, and we just followed. Jesse, I think he got a passion about it at some time.
If I compare Jesse to one of you guys, I would say he's kind of like you when it comes to this, because you ended up liking this stuff a lot, and you started asking questions and getting more involved. So,
yeah.
But when I got to
when
Cégep,
you got Cégep and university in your back,
the feeling is completely different. You get to share your passion with someone. You get to do your job.
With people who understand your language and everything you talk about. Like, you wanted me to be a sound technician, but I don't even know how the mic works. But if you speak to someone who's making sets and tournage, movie making.
Shooting,
and he knows what you're talking, he knows what you are talking about and what you see or your vision. You don't have to talk a lot to know what you want.
Exactly. I remember actually having a conversation with Rebecca, who used to. It's a girl I knew that used to work with me, and she was the DP. Basically, she was the director of photography, and she worked with the camera. And I remember trying to explain a vision I had for one of the shorts that we had to do for this first school. And she would cut me off and be like, oh no, I get it. I get exactly what you want. And she would do it exactly like I imagined it. Compared to me trying to explain it to my sister, for example. And it takes her like 20 times to get it.
Sometimes me, I want a plant like this. Okay? No, not like this, like this.
Yeah, it takes a long time to explain my vision and to be understood. Because we don't share that same knowledge / passion. So
you have the eyes for it. You can share it with Rebecca. Like when you are talking about a shot, she will see what the camera will do.
Yeah.
I don't know where the camera will be or when what
Yeah.
is gonna happen. So I don't know how you want it to be made. Like
There's a difference of understanding.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened with Gale.
Gale is like they work in. But no, it was the first time, but it was in a symbiosis.
The little
symbiosis.
song and everything. It
Yes,
felt like
it
a
was.
couple or friends.
It was a dance, and they were dancing together. It doesn't lead. Both were making the dance. Jesse follows Walt.
Yes. And you know, one thing I would have argued is that compared to with Jesse, when Walt is with Gale, it doesn't feel like he's teaching.
No.
Which might be
He's talking to a friend.
Yes, but it might also be, you know, the teaching side of it is very close to Walter. Not because he wants to be a teacher, but because he wants the admiration and the attention. But he does get that with Gale. We will see more of him, and from what we saw this episode, they are on the same level, but he's definitely not Walter White level yet. You know, he's right below him. He understands him, and he shares that passion with him. But he also looks up to him a little bit. I remember saying when I watched it the first time that maybe he's not gonna have that as much as with Jesse. But with Gale, at least he gets to share in the passion, which is something he doesn't have with Jesse. So we'll see what that does.
At first, I was thinking that maybe Gus was making Gale learn the tricks of Walter to take his place if he couldn't contain the twins.
Okay.
I thought about it at first, but now he's quite handling them quite well.
He had to do something.
And maybe he thought that maybe he saw what Jesse could do, and maybe it was quite clear.
It was good.
Yes, it was very good. I don't know. You told me that we will see the difference between Walter's.
We will get the actual. Well, with Gale being there, there's the concept of getting the percentage of how clear this is or how pure this is will appear. So you'll get this. I don't remember if it's this season or next season, but we'll get there.
But I thought that maybe we could. He was using Gale to learn from Walter, and maybe if he couldn't contain the twins, Walter will be dead. Gale knows the shit. Gale has the knowledge to do the great crystal meth, and maybe he could do it. He can make a partnership with Jesse.
We'll see.
Maybe it was my thinking at first when I saw Gale. Like maybe it's a plan in the Gus's mind.
Okay.
Like if anything happens, Gale's can take up the lead.
Well, no matter what Gus's further motives might be, right now he's there as an assistant. He's there to support Walter.
Yeah.
So.
And right now I think Gus handled quite well the twins. Walter is safe, but Hank...
No, he's not safe.
He's not safe at all.
And they're not going to wait. You know, I told you, they're not going to wait. So
you told me it was next episode.
I told you next episode was big. You'll see how big it is. But that's the thing. He doesn't have a mic to save him, and Gus won't defend him because he's the one that sent them after him.
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know that someone is after him. Gus was there to protect Walter, and he had Soul. He had Mike. He had a lot.
Walt doesn't even know about the twins at this point.
But he was protected by people.
Yes.
Hank is protected by no one, and he doesn't even know he needs to be protected.
No, we'll see what happens with that. But I feel very bad for Hank. And the twins are very dangerous. Like, every time we see them do something, it gets more and more intense and crazy. So, yeah, we'll see what they do. But Gus had no choice, I feel like, because they started showing up at his work. They started showing up at his restaurant and publicly threatening him by being there. So, and Gus, we said it, he doesn't like to meddle, to mix the two jobs, because what it would take is for someone to, suspect the twins and then see that they show up at the restaurant all the time for them to also start suspecting Gus. So that's dangerous.
Yep.
That's a risk he can't, deal with. So he had to do something, and what he had to do was send them on someone else's tail. So he had to do it.
Yes, it's like dogs.
Yeah.
They're chasing after a car, but he just made them follow another one.
Yes, I have to say he had no choice. But to send him after Hank just makes me feel so bad, especially after this episode where he panicked. He thought Marie was hurt, and that's very mad. That's very mean, and now he's mad. You saw his face. He was definitely mad.
But I have difficulty right now to be empathetic to Hank right now.
Because you support the other. The show is
No,
difficult
because
when it comes to that.
he's showing a lot of flaws and he doesn't even acknowledge them and just hide themselves, putting more and more pressure, just hiding his feelings and making bad decisions.
I think I've always seen, Hank as some sort of teddy bear. When I look at Hank, I see the times he laughs with Flynn or Walter Jr. I see the times where, he tries to be the man of the room,
Even them.
No, but he makes bad jokes. I know, but he makes bad jokes and anything, and I pity him a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we started seeing his flaws, and we started seeing how human he was. And since we understand why he's like this, I just felt very bad for him. And we saw through his mask, it's just that he doesn't show it to others. And at this point, I'm like, he's trying to be the guy, but his emotions and the way he handles them stops him from doing a good job.
But I don't want him to die.
No, me neither.
What I want to say is that we saw Hank having a lot of people around him telling him, "You're not okay, man. You need to talk about it." His partner, I don't remember his name. Gomez was telling him like, "You're not doing well, man," and he just pushed him away. Mary tried to convince him to go to talk about it. He doesn't even want. He just wave it.
He gets defensive. Yeah.
Wave it by le move là.
Wave.
L'envoyer du revers de la main.
He turned her around.
Yes, he made it. Ouais.
He said nothing's wrong.
Yes, he made them go away, and even his boss like told him that, "Are you okay? You don't want to go to El Paso?" No, it's just because I have this Harvey clue, blah blah blah, and he's not, man. Décroche.
The thing with Hank...
Get over it.
Yes, but like we said, I said it, I don't remember when, last episode or the one before, but he's got 50 years of conditioning with that?
Yes.
And the thing is, for us, it's been many episodes where he's done this shit, but not much time has passed since the beginning of the season, I would assume.
6 months.
6 months?
Man, Walter says that he pays the bills for 6 months with this job.
Pays the bills for 6 months with his job. What do you mean?
When Skyler says you want to pay to everything, it's not okay, but I pay the bill for 6 months with this money.
Since he started doing the meth, maybe.
Yes, but 3 seasons is in the 6 months, maybe more.
But 6 months, it's not that much.
No, I agree with you.
Okay. I thought we were arguing about this. Sorry.
No, it's quite long. It's not a long time.
So you can't really ask him to change his ways that fast.
No, I know.
We can't not agree.
I'm just saying right now I'm not empathetic to him, but in other
Of course,
episodes I was.
We watch him go after Hank and Jesse and Walt. We don't want him to find them. We don't want him to succeed, especially if he's doing it the wrong way. The way he was trying to get in, they were right. The whole thing about the Constitution and stuff, like he needs to do his job correctly. Otherwise, his win won't matter. It will feel like a loss. You need to do it the right way. And sometimes because he has to do it the right way, unfortunately, that's when he's losing it. That's when he's losing them. That's why he's still looking for them, because he has to follow the law. We don't want him to break the law because he is the good guy in this show. He is the one looking...
Last episode, he was making an infraction in a camping RV park.
Yes, because he gets obsessed and because of his problems with his emotions, because he doesn't deal with PTSD.
I know.
He freaks out. And the thing is, with Hank, we said it before, it adds up and eventually it blows.
Yes.
And now...
Just like his
after, he lost them once more. He lost the RV. He had a perfect chance to stop Jesse. He could not do it. And then he got a call and he knows who did it. He definitely knows who made that call somehow because it wasn't a coincidence. And he's pissed off. So this definitely could be a moment where it blows.
I do agree. Just like when you said that Walter, we talked about this. Walter, just a contrast with Walter. We followed him. We knows how his behavior, what he's gonna do, what he is doing. It doesn't excuse it.
Definitely.
It's the same thing with Walter.
With Hank?
With Hank, yes.
We follow.
With Hank, we followed him. We know that he's used to hide his feelings and push it and make him the pressure, and it's not good. And I think that's what the show is telling us about.
Yeah. They're not gonna hide the fact that he's dealing with this badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we don't want him to die. We don't want him to suffer. We want him to deal with his issues. But if it blows, he might not deal with it the right way.
He's gonna be a wreck. But like every character in Breaking Bad, we saw them as everybody's having flaws. Mary is the most perfectly perfect girl.
But she steals.
She is stealing. She's kleptomaniac.
They all have issues.
She's not very good as a sister. In season 1, I wasn't liking her. She was a nosy sister.
Yeah.
She was quite nosy, and she doesn't take care of her own business.
I feel like Marie and Hank, as we focused more on Hank's problems, they both became better as characters. We started seeing them in another light. Yeah.
Because they're not just the stereotypical characters like the nosy
uncle.
sister and the tough uncle. It's like they're more profound, and I liked it. But they all have flaws,
you, like,
just like Skyler.
I am telling you.
The only one who is perfect is Walter Jr.
I was thinking the same thing. I was about to
Jr.
say everyone has problems in the show except for Walter
and
Jr.
Hope for now.
As long as he gets his breakfast, everything is okay. But yeah, I'm telling you, like, Hank, I hated him in season 1. The more we went into the show, the more I started liking him. And in the end, he was literally one of my favorite characters. So that's how complex he got. You know, that's
in the end of the series, or in the end of his life.
No, when I finished the show, he was one of my favorite characters. Jesse is number 1, and I'm pretty sure that Walter is number 2. But Hank was like a close second. If it was like he was behind Walter by this much. So because he got so complex. Because I love characters when they're complex. I love when they have layers, and I love when they have issues that they fight against if it's handled right. And with this, so far, it's been handled very right, and it's just gonna get better. So, do you have anything else to say? Because I want to move on to the next episode and see how he handles the scare with Marie and the loss of the RV and everything else.
So that's it, guys.
So we'll move on. Thank you so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out if you want. The link is in the description.
Or you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and wait next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.